Hello everyone, welcome back to another video for Student Life. My name is Emily and today I'm going to be reviewing some of the recipes in Miguel Barclay's £1 Meals, the Fast and Fresh book. So I'm going to be trying these recipes out, giving them a go, seeing how easy they are to make and how they turn out. So I just wanted to start by saying, obviously it says every meal costs £1, but I think that does differ depending on where you shop. So you need to be aware that if you're going to make 7 of these recipes in a week, you're not going to go to a shop and only spend £7 because you can't just buy one chicken breast, for example, unless you're shopping at a butcher's, and then it gets a little bit more expensive anyway. Before we get started, if you aren't subscribed to Student Life already, make sure you go and do that. I have done quite a few cooking videos already, so after you've watched this one, if you wanted to give those a watch, please do. Let's get into the video. Okay, so recipe number 1 is Cajun chicken with creamed corn. Now I don't particularly like chicken thigh, so I have actually substituted this for chicken breast. Obviously that is more expensive, so if you do want to stick to kind of the £1 meal, use chicken thigh. So I'll give it a go. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm doing and all the ingredients and everything will be listed. So let's get into it and see how this turns out.
So all you want to do is coat your chicken breast or chicken thigh with some Cajun seasoning and a little bit of olive oil. Give it a good stir to make sure the chicken is completely coated. I would recommend cutting your chicken in half because I realised it wasn't cooking properly. But all you want to do to cook it is fry it with a little bit of oil on a medium heat. Then in a blender you can blend up some sweet corn with the sweet corn water and a little bit of salt and pepper. When that's done, pop it in a pan and give it a good stir, whilst also frying up some red pepper, and it's all ready to serve. And doesn't that look delicious?
Because I used chicken breast instead of chicken thigh, that meal actually cost me £1.39 per portion. But obviously if you follow the recipe completely, it will cost you £1 or under. Now, if I was to make any changes, I probably wouldn't have blended the sweet corn so much because it kind of resembled baby food, but it was actually really nice in general. I'd probably give the meal maybe an 8 out of 10 and I'll definitely be making it again. So today's recipe is pad thai and I'm really excited for this one. My boyfriend hates prawns, so he's not having it, so it's just me today, so I can let you guys know how much it costs for one individual portion, but hopefully it will be under £1. Let's get started.
So for this recipe we want to start off by putting some rice noodles in some boiling water. Then in sesame oil you want to cook red onion, chilli flakes, garlic, carrots and spring onion. Leave that all to cook and pop in a tablespoon of crunchy peanut butter. Give it a stir and add in your prawns. Obviously make sure they're all fully cooked through, and then you can add in an egg. Leave it to fry until it's almost completely done. Then when it's at that stage, give it a good stir and stir it in with the rest of the mixture. Now once you've done that, you can add in your noodles. Give it a good stir once again and it's all ready to dish up.
So as you can see from that last clip, I made way too much. I put way too many noodles in, but I was like, it's fine, I'll have it for lunch tomorrow. Except for the fact I really didn't like it. Like genuinely would have given it a 3 out of 10. I think I was kind of expecting it to be like a takeaway, taste like a takeaway, and it just really didn't, and it was so disappointing. I didn't even finish the portion that I dished up for myself. It did only cost 99p in total, so if you want to give it a go, by all means do, but I have to say I was a bit disappointed. Hopefully tomorrow will be nicer. Hello everyone, it's me again. So today's recipe is a bacon and asparagus tagliatelle. Now just look at that picture, doesn't that look really yummy? Hopefully mine will look that good, so I'm going to give it a go and see how I get on.
We're going to start off by adding some tagliatelle to some boiling salted water. Then in a pan add in some chopped asparagus and some sliced streaky bacon. Give it a good stir. Now once this is almost cooked through, you should be able to mash the asparagus with the back of a fork. But just be really careful because I accidentally touched the side of the pan, so that was really sore, so just be careful and don't do that. Once you've done that, you can add in the tips of the asparagus and hopefully your pasta should be cooked almost al dente. Make sure to save the pasta water though, don't drain it because we're going to use that as a sauce. So just add in about a cup of the pasta water, pop that in, give it a really good stir and it should be all ready to go.
So overall, I thought that meal was actually really nice, albeit a little bit salty. Obviously the recipe said to add extra salt as you're cooking, but I didn't quite realise the bacon was so salty itself. So had I have known that, I wouldn't have added any extra salt, but other than that, it was quite nice. So that comes to the end of this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you give any of the recipes a go, please let us know. You can do that over on our social media accounts, so please make sure you are following them. If you've enjoyed this video, again, let us know. I can make more because there are so many recipes in that book that I want to try, so if that's something you'd want to see, just let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.